from the 33. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind. Allen from the gun on third down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Throwing again on second down. Allen going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. dropped too many in that department. Third down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On third down, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Allen. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without
and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Cowboys 6, Bills 0.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. A quick throw, but incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Kill! We're going to 53. At 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Prescott on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On play action, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And again, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Diggs going in motion right.
Middle. 56. Monday.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Here we go, 46.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Prescott. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Slot man moves right. On play action, Allen. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A final shot before half for Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
The Cowboys take over first down again at their own 32-yard line.
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Hey, kill.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Kill.
Prescott off play action. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 39 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And now here is another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Kill.
Play action now. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Hey, kill. We're going to 52. Hey, 47.
Prescott to throw it. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
To extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A four-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
46.
Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touch.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Going to run again here with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Prescott. Being chased out left. Oh, Prescott stripped. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Prescott on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Past the 20. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Hey, kill! 47. Here we go, 40 seconds.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
26.
We're scoreless after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Rodgers now on 1st down.
Finds his receiver, Watson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given up?
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
30.
In motion goes the tight end.
30.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're...
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Prescott off play action. He'll buy some time right. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
56 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Prescott, throw left side, complete. That's Schultz. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. The 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
On second and goal, Rodgers looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Here's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Rodgers gonna go on fourth down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal. Well, the decision there, fourth and goal, they go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a fourth and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. In motion, the tight end. Prescott to throw on fourth. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of...
He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. On 2nd and 7, Prescott, and he's got it. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. This looks like a free play for Prescott. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's going to, something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. And again, it's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Off the play fake, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On play action, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Back block.
To throw is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances of trying to win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And Tariq Carpenter will be credited with the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Prescott. Able to find Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Dak. Open man Lamb. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Now a give here to Pollard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be a neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott now. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, it's Walker. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Hey, Jim! 47! We got 46! We got 47! What? Hey! We got 46!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 44, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team
And let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. They snap it to Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Geno. And this one is incomplete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's go now. Hot 70.
Throwing now is Geno. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Hold the stick.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Smith, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now Gino on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are pouring it on. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. As they stop him for no gain.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Throwing. Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. To throw is Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, it's Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys is?
And now here's another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
On first down, Smith.
And completes it again to Metcalf. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw again on second down. Smith.
He's going to get this underneath to Dallas. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
On first down, it's Smith.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Here's Myers now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like, what feels good to you or what feels...
He's got a man, complete!
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Marr, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
From the 10. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 93 yards. And the Seahawks add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT, and this one was over a while ago as they just held on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Prescott. His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Hey, 47.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The tight end in motion right. Smith on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. When you go back to the long drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. but to hold a team below double figures.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. It's caught. Lockett. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kill. Here go 47. Here go 46, 46. Here go going to 54, 1.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's got Rome. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.